Hey everybody, and welcome to this week's conversation for a double feature. We have been looking at Audrey Hepburn's classic, Wait Until Dark. Now, this week we're going to be talking about this film, and then just give you a heads up, next week we have another special Halloween-inspired film, so come back for that. For now, Thane, I want to start. You didn't really mention this in your review, but I find this a fascinating idea. I want to talk about villains.
All right.
Especially Roat.
Okay.
I loved how they designed the character of Roat, because we have Audrey Hepburn's character who's actually blind. Everybody else can see. And yet Roat is the one that wears the sunglasses that's almost always throughout the film covering his eyes, so you cannot see his eyes. When we would be thinking that the blind lady typically would be having those glasses. Why do you think they designed him like that? Do you think the director's trying to say anything by having the supreme villain cover his eyes? I don't know, it's not quite fair since you didn't talk about it. I didn't talk about it either, but I've been thinking about it today.
No, but you're right. I mean, it's very obvious throughout the film that, he keeps putting on these glasses even in the nighttime, or even during the dark time, he's still got these glasses on. I guess two things come to mind, whether they're right or not, I don't know, but the first being sort of this signal of power, in that he is the one who's making all the calls, he's the one who's organizing everything, and no one that he is working with or associated with is at his level, and so it's a sort of a superior play, perhaps.
Mm-hmm.
Or perhaps it's a mockery gesture. Perhaps he is mocking Audrey Hepburn's character as a gesture of, this is going to be easy, we're gonna go in there, and actually I think you said this in your review, something about he wishes her to be timid or something. I think you said that.
Mm-hmm.
At the very end of your review. You're like, he wishes her to be timid, and she's this disabled housewife, and so it's going to be pizza cake, and I'm going to stab her in the back by wearing glasses, even though she can't see. I don't know. I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know.
Yeah, so, I've been thinking about that today, and something I might have come up with is, we're told that, the eyes are the window to the soul, whether or not that's accurate. It's at least true that we empathize with people by how we read their eyes more than anything else. And so when we're watching Susy, we see all of the features of the eyes, even though we know they're not focusing on anything.
Okay.
And even the two goons, we still can empathize with them a little bit because we know they really don't want to be in this situation, but they have to be. But with Roat, by taking away his eyes from us, it almost dehumanizes him and makes him become a monster to us, a soulless black monster. Because instead of eyes, he literally has just a void that we are sucked into, or that gazes back at us.
Right. Okay. No. I actually like that a lot. I like that a lot. We can't we can't really empathize with him. Yeah, I'm okay with it. I like that. So, I thought this was interesting, and we'll see where this goes. So, in your review, you said that Roat's biggest flaw, or his downfall, was that he didn't take into account that she was a capable blind woman, essentially. That he didn't think that, she's going to detect this or whatever. She might have heightened senses, so I'm going to have to change my shoes. I'm going to have to change, we can't do the blind thing. She'll hear that or whatever. But in the movie, at the end, he kills both of them, and then he goes to Susy and says, I knew they were going to kill me before they knew they were going to kill me.
Mm-hmm.
Before they even thought about it, I knew. So my question is, if he is indeed that smart, if he planned out this whole master plan, hired these guys, and he's like, hey, they're eventually going to turn on me and try to kill me, so I got to come up with a plan to kill them. He's got everything planned. Why do you think he missed that piece?
Well, I think because it's the wild card. He had previous encounters with people like them, but this is the first time he's had an encounter with somebody like Susy.
Okay.
And I think it goes even a little bit more than he couldn't account for her. I think it's impossible for him to realize the type of world that she even lives in. The other two, they're in the criminal world, they're in the seeing world, and he is firmly entrenched in both of those worlds, and he's very smart about those worlds, but he's actually clueless about these other things, and that's why it doesn't dawn on him at all.
Yeah, okay. I'm okay with that. Because I was thinking about like movies like Ocean's 11 and The Italian Job, these heist movies where they're playing this game, and everybody's got a role and they're characters and they're playing out this thing to get something. And I thought it's interesting how, in this sense, all three of them in all three movies, they're all criminals.
Yeah.
But in the Ocean 11 and in the Italian Job and in Wait Until Dark, there is that wild card that one tries to plan for, but I think that's what makes the movie exciting is we don't really know how that's going to play out. I mean, we're going to start playing this game, and this is our goal, and we'll see what happens. And in the Italian Job, I thought of, Steve gets the 3 trucks with the 3 safes. Bam, there was the wild card. And everyone's like, oh, yikes, what are you going to do? Okay, well, let's play this out. I mean, how are we going to do this? So I thought that was kind of fun. And so I just thought, I think that's what makes these heist movies so exciting and so suspenseful is that wild card that you don't know. And I think part of the fun of these movies is trying to figure out with the crew and with the characters, okay, what's the surprise? What's the wild card? Like what's going to happen that you haven't thought of and you're going to have to improvise?
And I think that's I think that's what makes Wait Until Dark such a suspenseful film. Is because Susy really truly is on the same level, if not even a little above, these 3 men. She's very capable. She hasn't figured out. She knows what she needs to do in order to have a chance at survival. If she didn't know at all, and if she really was just the pitiful, completely incapacitated blind woman, this wouldn't be a thriller. This would, I don't know, this would probably be boring.
If not true.
Unwatchable, because right. Really we would just be waiting for her to die. And what type of movie is that?
Or someone to come rescue her.
Yeah.
Which would also be boring. Yeah, no, I agree. I thought just the pacing of the suspense was just so fluid and it was just timed very well. It just got more exciting until the very end. You're like, oh my gosh, is she gonna make it? I don't even know. And you're like on the edge of your seat, and you're just like, man. Even I've seen this movie like 3 or 4 times, and even watching it again, it was still, exciting. It was still, oh, I hope she makes it.
Right, and with that, we're going to close up for this week. We hope you enjoyed the conversation, and feel free to join us in all of our conversations every week, either with this video by simply commenting in the section below, or look in our notes section here and find links to all of our social media where you can join our conversation throughout the week on all of the different topics that we talk about. And as always, don't forget to click the little button you see. Where is it? Up there to subscribe to our channel, and click the little button down. Where is it? There, to like this video. And as always, come back tomorrow to find out what is our new movie for the week. And until then, take care of yourselves.
See ya.